Welcome to another episode of Truck Talks. And first of all, check out these cool Truck Talk shirts. Thank you to Coach Kettle for these. These are awesome. And I will see what I'm going to do with them. Got to give them to my supporters first that have been supporting me since the start of this series. And on with that, let's get on to the show. I think these shirts are awesome though. Truck Talks. And this hat is also awesome too. A old Pocono International Raceway hat from the 80s, I think. But it's awesome. So let's get right down to business. And actually, just for the sake of it, let's check out a little footage I have from practice when I was there in July. So here you go.
We talked about it in our first practice that Kyle Larson, a great name, Joe, that you brought up.
Alright, now on to business. We're going to talk about the playoffs most of the day. Most of this episode, starting off with who is out and who's in. First of all, who we have out. Some of them might be surprising. Alex Bowman obviously out. He had a tough hill to climb from the first race in the second round, so he's definitely out. That's not really a surprise, but Kyle Larson also out. He barely made it on. Probably it was all luck that he made it onto this round, so that's not very surprising. He's out of the playoffs. This one is surprising to me, but because he's my favorite driver. Ryan Blaney's out, and he probably could have made it in, but he scraped into the wall in the third stage, and I think I don't know if his tire went flat, but he lost some positions after that to Kyle Larson, who actually didn't have that bad a day. Third place on the day for Kyle Larson at the end of the day. Third place for him. Brad Keselowski, he didn't do great. I think he got in 7th. Ryan Blaney actually got in 6th. Not enough for the both of them. They're both out of the playoffs now. That's the biggest one. The biggest news here is that Brad Keselowski didn't make it on. Now, if you guys remember in an earlier episode at the beginning of the playoffs, if you guys can remember, he came in with great momentum going into the playoffs, and I predicted him going all the way to the final four, the championship 4 at Homestead. I predicted him going there, but you got 2 rounds, a round left till you get there. He's out. He's coming on momentum with, was it 3 wins in a row? But he couldn't do that, so he's out of the playoffs. So goodbye to Brad Keselowski. He's out. Almirola in on a win. Chase Elliott in on the win. Who also won at Kansas this last race. So he's in off of that. So he's in off of that. Kyle Busch, good. Very consistent on this round. As consistent as usual. Not in on a win. Almirola on a win. Chase Elliott on a win. Kurt Busch just barely able to make it after that really frustrating finish in Talladega, where he was leading all the way up till about 100 feet to go. Then he lost gas, and now Almirola was able to pull in front of him. He was glad, though, that it was a teammate that won the race, not someone else, so it wasn't in vain that he lost. And same with the Stewart-Haas team, which consists of Eric Almirola. I don't know if they told he's already retired. Clint Bowyer, Kurt Busch, and Kevin Harvick. So that's the Stewart-Haas team, and you're gonna have to weigh them in as a favorite this week in Martinsville, the shortest track. Clint Bowyer won this race last year, yeah, or earlier this year, sorry, which clinched him a spot in the playoffs. I think he's still in it, by the way. Clint Bowyer is quite a sleeper. He's in the playoffs still. He's been very consistent, because we haven't been talking about him, so you can say he's very consistent. He's staying under the radar, which is really good. So is Kyle Busch, kinda. He won in the last round to go on this round. He's been very consistent. Kevin Harvick, consistent. Martin Truex Jr. was on the bubble for a while. He got lucky, and he's going to be going on, because he was on the bubble for a while. And Chase Elliott going on with a lot of momentum, of course, going into the second to final round. And you got to be looking at him as probably a Championship 4 favorite at this point, with this much momentum in the playoffs. 2 wins in this round alone. And that's pretty much unheard of in the championship. Remember, going into this year, he didn't have any wins. We were all asking, when is Chase Elliott going to get that first win? Well, he got it now, and now he's just piling on. 3 wins this year. Went from 0 to 3 this year. He's having a career year, obviously. Same with Eric Almirola. He's having a career year, and he just got lucky in Talladega, and he's got to make the most of it next round. Kevin Harvick, consistent. The big 3, which is Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., have been very consistent. I don't know if I could see Martin Truex Jr. going into the championship round, though, in 4 races just on his finishes right now. He's just not doing well enough currently to get him on into the next round. So, Chase Elliott, you got to put him as a favorite to get in there unless something horrible happens, because he's having too good of a playoffs right now. Joey Logano, second place, I believe, at Kansas this weekend. He is going on. He's the only Penske driver, and he's going to have 2 teammates to help him in races, and I would put him as a sleeper, possibly. I don't know if he has the power to go on to the Championship 4, but he's definitely going to go all out for it. So basically, that's this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for this awesome Truck Talks t-shirt, this cool hat, and, well, I've had this hat. I got this hat early in the summer. But it's cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the race. It was a great race. Martinsville should be really good. Hoping to do an episode. We're above 20 subscribers. Thanks to everyone for subscribing. Giveaway. I'm definitely going to be making a giveaway video soon. And I don't know when to give away. I might give away a shirt. But I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.